Hi everyone and welcome my mystic friends. I want to share with you about Venus entering into the air sign of Gemini that will be from July 4th through August 1st. This will be a season of lightness, duality, a connection that's going to include rapid growth. I'm your astrologer, Patricia Tate. I specialize in traditional, Western, and evolutionary astrology. I'm excited to share with you about this transit forecast for all 12 signs. If you are new here, you can find more about my offerings at willowgracemystic.com. Thank you for liking and subscribing and for sharing your journey with me. So I want to dive right in for each sign. For Aries sun, moon, and rising, you are going to have Venus now enter into an area of your life that is about communication, it's learning, it's your siblings, it's about mental stimulation here. The ingress into Gemini, it's lighting up your mind, your voice, your immediate environment of who you are connected with. This is the house of thinking and writing and speaking and connecting with your day-to-day world, your neighborhood, your siblings, short distance travel, your habitual thoughts. With Venus now moving into this area, your words, they soften. This is about your tone, it's about charming people, and the way that you relate to others, it becomes more playful, it's more flirtatious, it's mentally stimulating. This is a time when loving connections between who you see on a day-to-day basis, it can bloom through conversation, when curiosity becomes your greatest magnet, and your ideas, they can truly enhance your heart. This is a head and heart connection. Expect more text messages or spontaneous chats, perhaps the desire to start a blog or a podcast or to write with greater creativity. Your daily rhythm, it can pick up speed, because with Venus here, it's less about pressure and more about its pleasure within the movement. You might find yourself drawn to books or to lectures or to taking a short course or these fresh conversations that spark your intellect and your heart. There might also be opportunities to heal you, to reconnect with your siblings or the extended family through more of lighthearted, honest dialogue. Now, as Uranus approaches 2 days later, this is a historic ingress that it's you feeling this electric surge or mental stimulation. So ideas, they can come quickly, relationships, they can shift unexpectedly, and the opportunities around teaching or writing or media, they could arrive just out of nowhere. This is not a time for you to cling to rigid structures. This is going to be a time to let your mind dance or be alive with possibility. You could feel called to change your environment. There could be new technology or tools or car, something that has to do with travel or the way you get from point A to point B. Look to pay close attention to these flashes of inspiration or random conversations. They might be spirit guided. The opportunities that can come from this transit are beginning or deepening a writing, a speaking, or a teaching project with grace and with beauty. You enhancing your relationship or your connections with your siblings, your neighbors, or within your local community through fun, shared activities, or these meaningful exchanges. You communicating your thoughts more effectively, both within personal and professional contexts, because your words are going to be magnetic. You discovering new interests or skills, especially those that are tied through language, design, or connection. Look to let love and this creative energy flow through your voice, because your message, it's going to hold value now. Let this be a season where your voice, it becomes like a magic wand for you. Speak kindly, truthfully, not just to others, but also to yourself. Your words, they help to shape your reality. Be conscious of the narrative that you're writing in your daily thoughts. Now is the time to breathe life into these creative ideas, to write that love letter, to pitch your vision, to say the thing that you have been hesitant to say. If relationships have felt like stagnant or too serious, bring levity back into the dialogue. Allow yourself to flirt with life, to try a new route, to make these spontaneous detours and engage with strangers. You might discover that some of the most profound truths, they arrive within these passing conversations or this light-hearted banter. When Venus and Uranus, they activate your third house, your nervous system is literally awakened. This can be both through excitement and through overwhelm. To work with this energy consciously, balance your mental stimulation with grounded practices. This is you saying, I need to go on a walk to ground myself. This is without a phone. To speak aloud gratitude, to write down your dreams in the morning. If you are feeling scattered, return to intentional breathing. Let your voice be a spell, not a noise. Express what is real for you, but also what is possible. Your connections now are both earthly and they're divine. Each interaction, it can be a portal. A mantra for you can be, I share my voice with grace and joy. My words are bridges and my curiosity is sacred. So for my Aries friends, thank you so much for being here. If you would like more about this transit, check out my video on the overall energy and what to expect. I'd love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments. And for those of you who have liked and subscribed, thank you so much because it is your energy that fuels my journey. If you're looking for more of an in-depth understanding, you can visit willowgracemystic.com. So for my Taurus friends, Sun, Moon, and Rising, Venus is your chart ruler. So it's always important for you to be following where is she and what is she doing. And Venus is now going to be moving into your second house. This revolves around topics of money, possessions, your earned income, both with your personal values here. This is a deeply personal and powerful placement because Venus, she not only governs both your identity, but also the themes of the house that she now illuminates. So she's turning like this graceful grace towards your relationships of who and what do you value, both externally, and this could be income, beauty, comfort, material pleasures, and what you value within yourself, your self-worth, your talents, your unique voice. Venus in Gemini, she asks us to examine and to play with the connection between your mind and your material world. Ideas for you are now going to hold value. Words, they can become this form of currency. This is a really potent time for you to be monetizing your voice, your talents, or your message. You might find financial opportunities that arise through writing or teaching or social media or sales. There's this charm within your voice, and it's a magnetism within your ideas that can attract income or clients or new sources of abundance. If you have been wanting to rebrand your offerings or to launch a side project or to ask for a raise, this window is absolutely ideal. Venus here, she softens your view of money. It becomes something that is more fluid, communicative, responsive to your mindset. You might find yourself spending more money on books or beauty projects or fashion or technology, things that stimulate your intellect or to help express your style, your identity. Now, with Uranus preparing to enter Gemini just 2 days later, your values are about to undergo rapid reevaluation. There can be sudden breakthroughs or upsets regarding your money, your worth, your possessions that now arise, and it's here to challenge outdated beliefs. This energy, it really encourages you to have bold innovation, especially if you have been clinging to traditional definitions of what is security or what is worth. You might radically shift your financial strategy, or you might explore some new income streams, or invest in something that's unconventional, but that it's aligned with your truth. Uranus electrifies Venus's transit here. It says, don't just earn. This is about expression. Don't just spend. Invest in who you are becoming. Look at this transit as opportunities to attract income and or abundance through communication-based skills like writing or speaking or teaching or networking or selling. Reassess and align your spending with what truly brings you joy, not just comfort. Experiment with new trends of generating wealth or managing your own resources. Explore how your voice, your ideas, your intellectual contributions, they can become these valuable assets for you. Reflect on your sense of self-worth and how it is mirrored within your own material world. This is really going to be a great time to get crystal clear on what you truly value and to give yourself the permission to redefine it. With Venus here in Gemini, abundance flows through curiosity. Follow what sparks your interests. Look to explore these new ways of how you can use your voice, your skills, your mind to earn and to create. If your income, if it feels stagnant, ask yourself, where have you been undervaluing yourself or sticking to these old scripts about what you're supposed to do for stability? Venus here, she encourages you to see your value as something that's flexible, something that's communicative, and something that's alive. Don't be afraid to try something new with your money, whether it's learning about investing or experimenting with a new offering or expressing your work differently. Uranus entering the same sector, it adds this electricity, these sudden shifts in how you earn, how you save, how you spend. And initially, it can sometimes feel like destabilizing, but it's meant to liberate you from what you no longer need to support your growth. Trust where you feel this urge to rebel against these old scarcity thinking or mindsets. If a surprising opportunity presents itself, don't dismiss it. This is a season of thinking on your feet and trusting your instincts. More than anything, let your values evolve. You're not who you were a year ago, and your resources, your confidence, and your choices, they should reflect your personal evolution. The universe, it is truly aligning with your external world with your own inner knowing. So a mantra for you can be, I honor my voice as a source of abundance. I welcome new paths to prosperity that reflect my truth. So Taurus friends, thank you so much for being here. If you want more about this transit, check out my video on the overall energy and what to expect. I'd love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. And to those of you who have subscribed and continue to support my channel, thank you so much, because it is your energy that fuels my journey. So for my Gemini friends, Sun, Moon, and Rising, I am so excited about this transit for you. Venus entering into your sign. This is about you being, it's personal to you, you being magnetic. This is such an empowering transit for you, one that directly amplifies your charm, your confidence, your sense of self. Moving through your first house of your identity, your appearance, it's how you meet the world. I always say that the first house is your business card, it's your website, it's what you want to present to others. And so moving through your first house of identity, it's about how you are meeting the world with a wave of grace, lightness, and this attractive energy that you just naturally radiate. As the ruler of love and beauty and values and pleasures, Venus, she is here to truly enhance your self-image, and she draws others to you like a flame, like a moth to the light. You are going to become more aware of your own personal style, the way that you communicate, how you express affection, and the pleasure of just simply being yourself. This is going to be a time when people are likely to say yes to you, to admire your presence, and offer the support or affection to you with ease. In Gemini, Venus is at home with your mode of expression: intelligent, witty, youthful, curious, full of ideas. You might feel inspired to refresh your look or to redefine yourself with how you express yourself. And this could be like online presence, or to experiment with your voice or your visibility. Whether through fashion or makeup or your hair or like a social media glow up, this is your time to feel and to be seen as your most authentic self. Your words, they become art for you. And these conversations, they feel more flirtatious, more fun, more engaging, more aligned with the real you. Venus here, she gives you permission to truly fully embrace the duality of your nature, to be multifaceted and to be emotional, agile, and vibrantly alive. Now, know just 2 days later, you're also going to have Uranus enter into your sign. Uranus is the great awakener. It's surprise, innovation. And so when it moves into Gemini, it activates your first house for the long haul. This conjunction, it sets off this powerful wave of self reinvention. This is like over the next 8 years. And so this is what's beginning as playful experiment with your identity can now trigger this rapid transformation. You could suddenly shift from your aesthetic, your beliefs, your relationships, or even in your life direction. So expect sudden insights about who you are and what you value and how you want to move through the world. You are now entering into this portal where expressing your truth becomes non-negotiable. The opportunities of this transit are you reinventing your appearance or your own personal brand in ways that feel exhilarating and exciting and playful and true to you. You can attract love and support and these opportunities that simply just show up for feeling exciting and true to you. This is a time that you're going to want to strengthen your sense of identity. Remember, this house is literally you. And this could be through curiosity or conscious experimentation. Express yourself with greater ease through writing, through speaking, through art, or through movement. Magnetize people and experience that reflect your most current evolution. This is a once in a decade window for you to rediscover who you really are and to share this discovery literally with the world. Venus in your first house is more than just a beauty boost. It's an invitation for you to live in alignment with your values and your pleasures. If you've been hiding parts of yourself that to just fit in with others, or if you've been playing small in order to keep the peace, Venus here, she's going to urge you to let the light in, to share your wit, your grace, and your truth. It's to be bold in exploring these different versions of yourself with what you wear and how you speak and the way that you relate. Let curiosity lead. You're not here to just be one thing. You are here to be everything that feels aligned in the moment. And then with Uranus entering into your first house alongside of Venus, this isn't just this glow up. It's a revolution of yourself. You might experience these sudden urges to change directions or to leave a relationship that you just don't feel a fit within, or to speak truths that you have been holding back. Embrace the discomfort of the change because it's clearing space for your authenticity. You are not required to explain or justify your evolution. What matters now for you is for you to follow what feels exciting and real, for you to surround yourself with people who celebrate in your multiplicity, not those who want to confine it. This is the start of a longer cycle of an awakening for you. And Venus, she is here opening up the door with sweetness and beauty, and a reminder that liberation, it begins by loving the person that you are becoming. So a mantra can be, I express my truth with beauty, curiosity, and confidence. I allow myself to evolve and to be fully seen. So for my Gemini friends, thank you so much for being here. If you want more on this transit, check out my video for the overall energy and what to expect. I'd love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. And to those of you who have liked and subscribed, thank you so much for your support because your energy fuels my journey. So for my Cancer friends, Venus is now entering into your 12th house, which is the realm of your subconscious. It's your dreams, it's your hidden desires, it's spiritual healing, it's divine surrender. This is not going to be a loud or outward facing transit for you, but rather it's an invitation into the soft places of your soul. Venus here, it becomes the secret balm. It soothes the places within you that long for rest and beauty and emotional closure. This house, it governs the invisible threads that tie you to your past, to your spirit, to these unseen realms. With Venus here, love becomes more spiritual than romantic. It becomes more imaginative than physical. You might crave privacy or retreat or crave the sacred alone time to tend to your own inner world and your emotional landscape. Having Venus in your 12th house, it helps you to connect with joy that doesn't need to be posted like on Facebook or Instagram or TikTok, or to be proven. Joy that whispers instead of shouts. This can be a time of quiet love stories or secret crushes or connecting with past loves within dreams or in memory. Your compassion, it deepens. You may feel more connected to collective suffering or inspired to create beauty from your sorrow and your pain. You're more sensitive to the subtle energies now, and it's important to protect your peace. Journaling, spiritual practices, dream work, artistic rituals, these are going to be powerful under this influence. You might experience these spontaneous downloads or these intuitive nudges from the universe or from beyond, or spiritual messages, especially when you rest or you meditate or enter this liminal space. Remember, this is about dreams and connection to spirit guides and ancestors. Then know that just 2 days later, Uranus, known as the Great Awakener, also is going to enter this area of your life. It's going to activate this deeply hidden house for you. This is a rare and powerful shift, and it sets the stage for spiritual revelations, these breakthroughs within mental health for you, or a sudden shift within your subconscious patterns. Expect insights to come not through logic, but through dreams or flashes of intuition or moments of silence, like this aha moment or finding synchronicity. You might feel pulled to explore alter states of consciousness, or to study mysticism, or to engage in spiritual healing modalities. This Venus-Uranus connection in your 12th house, it's opening up this portal for liberation that's surrounding emotional baggage, or these karmic loops, or long-held grief. This is deep soul work, and you are ready. The opportunities are healing these emotional wounds through beauty and compassion and retreat, rekindling inspiration through poetry or music or art or quiet creative flow. This is about experiencing these profound insights through your dreams or meditations or spiritual study. So think about like the Akashic records, astral dreams, astral travel, astral projection. You being able to release outdated beliefs around love or self-worth or sacrifice that no longer serve your soul's growth. Practice self-love in private, unglamorous ways that feed your spirit and it restores your energy. This is going to be a time to soften, to surrender, and let your heart rest. Venus here is going to bring gentle, healing love, but it also arrives quietly through whispers in dreams or through a wave of peace while you're out in the woods or grounding or walking alone. Give yourself permission to retreat without guilt. Your soul is integrating so much right now. Past love stories, they can resurface, not to haunt you, but to offer you release. You are completing a cycle, and with every act of self-compassion, you loosen these cords that tie you to what no longer serves you. This transit is a call to romanticize solitude. So let baths be your rituals, walks, let them be your meditations, and silence, let it be your music. You don't have to do more to be more, because this chapter is about being with yourself. Now, when Uranus joins Venus into this unseen realm, the veil between these two worlds, it's going to thin. So expect these sudden awakenings, especially around hidden emotions, self-sabotaging patterns, or quiet ways that you have defined your joy. Don't ignore the nudge to change your own inner dialogue. Free yourself from guilt or martyrdom or perfectionism. This is about rewriting your own subconscious story of what you're allowed to desire. Let these unexpected insights come through silence and nature and synchronicity and your dreams. Trust what is emerging. Sometimes the biggest transformations, they happen in secret. Let beauty be this spiritual practice. Let your intuition lead. The more you honor your own inner world, the more your outer world will begin to reflect it. A mantra for you can be, I honor my soul's quiet wisdom. I heal through softness, and I trust the beauty that lives in the unseen. So Cancer, thank you so much for being here. If you want more about this transit, check out my video on the overall energy and what to expect. I'd love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. To those of you who have subscribed and continue to support my channel, thank you so much, because it is your energy that fuels my journey. So for my Leo friends, Sun, Moon, and Rising, this transit is occurring in an area of your life that's lighting up your cosmic realm of allies and aspirations and social causes and your future that you are putting into place and dreaming into or manifesting into. This is the house where you network, you collaborate, you connect with other people, you share your light with the larger world. With Venus here, your relationships, they blossom into your community. Friendships, they sweeten. These new connections, they spark through shared ideas. And your presence in your groups and these online or in-person connections, they become more magnetic. Venus here, she brings charm in your social sphere, your connections with others, your ability to attract helpful people and opportunities and collaborations. It increases. This is a powerful time for you to say yes to these invitations, these events, these conversations that align with your bigger vision. In Gemini, Venus here, she wants to express through intellect, through communication, through curiosity and lightness. So expect new friendships, new connections. They can form quickly through witty banter, through group chats, through these online spaces, or through social causes. If you have been longing to find your people, this is the season to truly put yourself out there. Your dreams, they truly feel more reachable now, especially when they are shared with others. Venus here asks, what do you want to build? And how do you want to build it? And who do you want beside you as you build it? This is about resonance. It's not about perfection. You are magnetizing your tribe by yourself out loud. This house, it also governs technology and these digital platforms. So think email, Facebook, TikTok, LinkedIn. This is also an ideal time for you to upgrade your social media, for you to build a network or to spread your message with joy and happiness. Now know that as soon as this starts, 2 days later, you're going to have Uranus, known as the Great Awakener, join Venus here. And this is going to be activating this with this electric combination that rapidly accelerates all of these connections. So think about innovation and future-oriented thinking. You might meet people who really change your life, or you can suddenly shift within your vision of where your life was heading and now where you want it to go. Uranus brings about insight, these breakthroughs, and sometimes through disruption. So if friendships, they fall away, or group dynamics, they shift unexpectedly, trust that this is clearing the space for something that's more aligned with you. This is the universe reminding you that your path forward, it is meant to feel fresh, to be inspired, and to be free. The opportunities of this transit are you attracting new friends, new allies, social groups that reflect your evolving truth, you experiencing joy through social media experiences, or these connections through group rituals, or these collaborations, you connecting or reconnecting to your long-term dreams with creativity and optimism. Share your ideas and receive this enthusiastic support, or these unexpected opportunities that it's like a lightning bolt. It just hits and it's there. They're there one day. It's you finding them, or using these online platforms or technology in order to grow your message or your vision or your mission. Look to this to be a time when you remember that you are not here to just shine alone. Venus in this house, it reminds you of the magic of community, the kind that just feels like soul family. This is the season that you share your vision and that you let it grow wings through collaboration. Let your authenticity lead, and the right people, they're going to follow. Look to engage in conversations that excite you. Reach out to someone that you admire, or start a new group project that lights up your mind. Your dreams are longing to be voiced, not just visualized. And when you express them with joy and confidence, the right doors, they just open up. Reclaim the power of friendship as sacred connection and mutual upliftment. As Uranus joins this transit, expect these surprises. This is about beautiful disruptions that realign your future with clarity and courage. You might receive sudden insights about the next steps, or you might feel called to leave a group or a belief system that just no longer reflects who you're becoming. Don't resist the changes. Let them guide you towards your true people, your real vision. Don't look at this as an ending. You're being pulled towards the next step, the next chapter. This is your cosmic green light to take these bold steps towards what you have been dreaming and to voice this into manifestation. Be open to support in new forms. Share your voice in these new spaces. Let community be your portal, not just a place of comfort. Your future, it is calling you, and it wants to connect with you. So a mantra can be, I open my heart to connection and my mind to new vision. I call in my future by aligning with the people and dreams that light me up. So Leo, thank you so much for being here. If you want more information about this transit, check out my video on the overall energy and what to expect. I'd love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. To those of you who have subscribed and to continue to support my channel, thank you so much, because it is your energy that fuels my journey. So for my Virgo friends, Sun, Moon, and Rising, I absolutely love this transit for you because you are now having Venus enter into the top of your chart. This brings the focus to your ambition, your career, public recognition, your long-term goals, and your outward identity. This is the highest point of your chart. Like I always say, it's the top part of your chart. So this is where your talents, it meets the world stage. With Venus here in this house, it's you becoming more visible, more magnetic, more appreciated for what you offer uniquely. You might attract more recognition, more praise, or this could be a new professional opportunity for you. This is especially in the fields of writing or communication or education or media, aesthetics, or just in networking or connecting or collaborating with other people. Venus here, she softens how other people perceive you and adds this grace and diplomacy to your public persona. You are seen as charming, intelligent, and capable, and these are the qualities that open up the doors for you. Venus in Gemini brings lightness and versatility to your career goals, or you suddenly wanting to explore different directions, or wearing multiple professional hats, or diversifying your talents. You might feel inspired to take on a new speaking engagement, or update your resume or your website, or connect with a mentor, somebody to help guide you, or to pitch a new idea to your audience or to employer. If you are a business owner or a content creator, or to market yourself in fresh, clever, new ways, people are listening to you. What you say, how you say it, it now has sparkle added to it. There's this blend of play and professionalism in a way that you move through the world and that others can now notice. And then comes the spark, because just 2 days later, Uranus is going to enter into this realm of your life. This is the planet of innovation and awakening, and it shifts into the sign of Gemini, and it activates this area for the next several years to come. This is a double active initiation of a powerful period of professional reinvention. There can be sudden changes within your career, your reputation, or these goals that now arise. But they're ultimately meant to align with your greater truth, freedom, and purpose. You might discover that you have a passion for technology or astrology or innovation or non-traditional forms of leadership. Your success now, it depends not just on skill, but on authenticity and your adaptability. This is your cue to truly break free from limiting definitions of what does success look like and redefine what it means to be seen and to be celebrated. Opportunities from this transit are attracting new professional recognition or support or public praise for your ideas and your communication skills. You stepping into the spotlight through media or writing or teaching or through leadership. You rebranding your own professional presence to reflect more versatility and multidisciplinary. This is you making these meaningful connections with mentors and collaborators or influencers that are in your field. You realigning with your long-term goals, with your evolving values and your own inner voice. I love this because this is a season to let your brilliance shine in all public spaces, not by just being loud or showy, but by being clever and clear and true to yourself. Venus here, it's inviting you to lead with charm and intelligence and let your ideas become your calling card. If you have been playing small or hiding behind the scenes, this is your moment to truly step forward, for you to speak your truth and to share your insights and allow yourself to be celebrated. Your voice, it carries authority now, and people are more receptive to what you have to say. Take time to refine what is your message, to polish your appearance, and to clarify your own professional identity, not to perform, but to align with who you are becoming. Now, remember, Uranus is going to join Venus just 2 days later, so expect these unexpected shifts. There could be job changes or sudden promotions or a pull towards an entirely new career or path. You might feel this deep restlessness in your current job or industry if it no longer fits you. Instead of resisting, look at this as a start of a new era for you. Embrace innovation. Experiment with your voice. Let your goals change and evolve with you. The more flexible and curious you remain, the more this energy is going to uplift you. Trust that your success, it doesn't need to follow old models. It's yours to define. You are being called to embody a new kind of leadership, one that's rooted in authenticity and creativity and conscious communication. So a mantra can be, I rise by sharing my truth with clarity and grace. I trust the path that's unfolding as I align my work with my wisdom. So Virgo, thank you so much for being here. If you want more on this transit, check out my video for the overall energy and what to expect. I'd love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. To those of you who have subscribed and continue to support my channel, thank you so much because it is your energy that fuels my journey. So for my Libra friends, Venus is your chart ruler. It's always important for you to be following where is Venus and what is she doing. And so when your chart ruler enters into the Aries sign of Gemini, it lights up your house that governs your quest for truth and wisdom and vision and expansion. It's our worldview of things. This is the house of our higher mind. It governs philosophy, spirituality, long distance travel, and it's about education and the exploration of other people, places, and things, other cultures and belief systems. And so with Venus here, your longing for beauty, it becomes a longing for meaning. You are drawn to what expands your personal worldview, to people, to experiences that teach you something new. Venus in Gemini here, it activates a desire to explore not only the world, but also the ideas and the ideologies that shape your reality. Love and pleasure are found in the discovery. It is in asking the bigger questions, stepping outside of the usual patterns to glimpse or to understand like the higher perspective of. Expect invitations to explore new spiritual practices, to enroll in a course or a workshop, or to plan a trip that's farther away, or have a conversation that really stretches your understanding of the world. Your Venus here, it's about bringing charm to connection to all these things so that you find love through shared beliefs, mutual curiosity, or in spaces of learning where you're the student or you're the teacher. This is a beautiful time for you to write, to teach, to share your message with a broader audience, especially if your voice is rooted in truth and in your own personal experience. With Venus here, your words, they uplift, they connect, and you might feel more creatively inspired to publish something or to launch a blog or to step into a new path of like spiritual or academic growth. This is the house of not just publishing, but also of legal matters. So 2 days later, Uranus is also going to join here. Now, Uranus is the great awakener. And so it's about innovation and freedom and liberation. And its ingress into the sign of Gemini, it electrifies all of these things. This combination, it supercharges your journey. It activates sudden insights or shifts within your ideals or your perspectives, and it urges you to break free from limiting beliefs and outdated philosophies. There can be a shift within a new spiritual path, or you might feel the call to radically change your course of study, or to travel to these unexpected destinations, or adopt a new way of teaching or learning or sharing in the truth. This transit, it sets the stage for years of rapid evolution for you, that with topics that revolve around your worldview. Venus softens the entrance, and it helps you to embrace these changes with openness and joy. The opportunities are you attracting mentors and guides and these soul connections through spiritual or educational or within these global spaces with people. Look to share your message with a wider audience through publishing or teaching or travel. Explore new belief systems or cultural experiences that awaken your heart and your mind. Expand your love life through adventure and curiosity and deeper philosophical resonance. Redefine, what does truth mean to you, and how do you wish to live in alignment with it? This is a season for you to really open up your heart to the vastness of life, and in the trust that love and beauty, they can guide you on your journey towards something that's bigger than yourself. Venus here calls for you to seek out the meaning, to learn through experience, and to say yes to what broadens your perspectives. Let yourself be a student again. Read a book that just literally calls to you. look to travel somewhere that's unfamiliar, or ask questions that you don't already have the answers to. You might feel drawn to spirituality or philosophy, or it's about distant cultures that kind of mirror something that's sacred within you that you need to learn about, need to understand. If you have felt confined by dogma or discouraged by your current path, this is going to be the moment that you're going to want to shake free. You're going to want to realign with what makes you feel alive again. Venus teaches us that the journey, it can be joyful, that love is often found not in certainty, but in our shared curiosity. With Uranus also activating this house, the call to freedom and evolution, it will intensify. There could be sudden shifts that arise in what you believe, in how you teach, or where you travel, or whom you follow. Embrace these changes, even the disorienting ones, as these invitations to awaken. Your path forward, it may look nothing like the one that you are leaving behind, but that's going to be the beauty of this. You are not meant to stay still right now. Trust the nudges, the unexpected opportunities, the revelations that come through your conversations, through synchronicities, through these downloads. This is a time for radical honesty with yourself. What do you believe now? And are you living it? Let your truth grow and evolve. Let your faith be dynamic. The more you allow your mind and your heart to be open, the more the universe is going to surprise you with these aligned possibilities. A mantra for you can be, I follow the path of wonder and wisdom. My truth expands as I open my heart into the unknown. So Libra, thank you so much for being here. I'd love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. If you want more on this transit, check out my video on the overall energy and what to expect. I really appreciate all of you who have subscribed and continue to support my channel, because it is your energy that fuels my journey. So for my Scorpio friends, Venus is now moving into a very intimate and private area of your life. It is probably the most private and penetrating, the most alchemistic part of your chart. This house governs the realm of intimacy, vulnerability, emotional entanglement, shared finances, it's inheritances, it's psychological healing, sexuality, and your own spiritual transformation. Venus is the planet of love. It's about beauty and your values, and it's entering into this house, and it really draws your attention towards those people, places, and things that you hold with deeper bonds. Those soul level connections, the hidden undercurrents within your relationships. The surface level interactions, they're going to lose their appeal for you. Instead, you are longing for depth and truth and transparency. But because Venus is in this Aries sign, this curious sign of Gemini, it's about bringing this lighter, more communicative tone to typically intense area of topics. This is going to be an opportunity for you to explore your emotional and your relationship or relational shadow side, not through suffering, but through dialogue, curiosity, and a conscious self-awareness. You might find yourself in deep conversations that surround money or trust or desire or commitment. Venus here highlights both the blessings and the imbalances in what you share. And that includes resources, power, emotional energy. There can be issues around debt or taxes, inheritances, or joint investments that might now come to the surface that are now ready to be addressed with greater grace and clarity here. In love, this can be a powerful time to deepen intimacy, not just physically, but through transparent conversations that open your heart and dissolve old fears. Healing, it can happen when you're willing to speak the truth and invite the other person to do the same. If you're navigating grief or endings or emotional upheaval, Venus in Gemini offers a gentler path towards this transformation, one where expression and perspective, it becomes the medicine. Now know that just 2 days after Venus goes into Gemini, Uranus is going to be here. Now Uranus is the planet of the great awakener, disruption, liberation, and freedom. As it ingresses into this house, it adds lightning depth. This is a powerful combination that could bring these sudden shifts in your emotional attachments, financial partnerships, or in your relationship to just intimacy itself. Something hidden could just, come to light. You might have an epiphany about a long-held fear or release an old wound that just no longer defines you anymore. Uranus here, it wants to free you from shame and from secrecy and from control. It invites you to create these new agreements within relationships and to transform your value system around sex and around power and around trust. What begins as a whisper of curiosity with Venus, it then transforms into this breakthrough of self-realization with Uranus. The opportunities of this transit are you healing these emotional wounds and to deepen trust within your intimate partnerships, your relationships through open-hearted communication, you being able to address shared financial matters or investments with clarity and fairness and mutual respect, exploring taboo topics or doing the shadow work with more lightness and an open perspective. You can experience these breakthroughs within your relationships with vulnerability and power dynamics and sexuality. Look to channel your emotional insight into writing or therapy or healing modalities that can support this. This is going to be a sacred window for transformation for you, not through collapse, but through conversation. Venus here, it teaches us that intimacy, it begins with honesty, and that pleasure deepens when trust is earned and expressed. You are being asked to open the door to parts of yourself that you have kept hidden, not for exposure, but for liberation. Let your curiosity guide you into your own shadow. Speak about the things that you were once afraid to give a name to. Ask questions about what you value within closeness and what fear in you is now merging and what you truly desire. This is not about losing yourself. It's about integrating more of who you are into how you love and how you share. Look to let relationships become these vessels for mutual growth rather than cages for control. As Uranus moves into this house, this pace is going to quicken. There can be emotional clarity that just strikes like lightning. There could be sudden changes within your shared finances. There could be sexual energy or even your relationship with death and rebirth. It can now occur. But this isn't about chaos. It's about clearing of the psychic debris. Trust what leaves and is making space for more authentic experience of intimacy and empowerment. Don't be afraid to disrupt the old agreements or these inherited patterns that keep you stuck. You are ready to redefine how you connect, how you give, how you receive, and how you honor both independence and interdependence. This is a rebirth of your soul's approach to bonding. Venus is helping you to do it with love and grace and a touch of curiosity. So, Scorpio, a mantra can be, I release what no longer serves my spirit. I embrace transformation with trust, and I deepen my truth through love. So Scorpio, thank you so much for being here. If you want more on this transit, check out my video for the overall energy and what to expect. I'd love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. To those of you who have subscribed and continue to support my channel, thank you so much, because it is your energy that fuels my journey. So for my Sagittarius friends, Sun, Moon, and Rising, you now have Venus entering into the house of the other. If you are the Sagittarius, the other represents both personal and professional. Gemini is duality, and Venus brings this grace, this charm, this connection into all of your one-on-one relationships, again, both personal and professional. So this is part of the chart that governs marriage. It is committed partnerships, it's clients, it's people that you collaborate with, and I'm also going to add in open enemies and exes here. With Venus here, your focus, it turns to the art of relating, how you give, how you receive love, how you partner with other people, how your closest connections, how they truly reflect your ever-evolving self. Venus is the planet of attraction. It's the planet of harmony, its beauty, and its relationships, its values. And in your 7th house, it brings about opportunities to sweeten your bonds with others, to attract in new relationships, to resolve existing tensions with greater ease, to understand and to have compassion. In the air sign of Gemini, it adds this lively, conversational, and this curious flavor to this energy that partnerships, they thrive through communication or through shared ideas or intellectual chemistry that you have. And so this transit, it can feel like this renewal within your love life or in your relationship dynamics. If you are with a partner, this is your chance to fall in love again through fresh conversations, flirty energy, shared interests. Now, if you're single, Venus in Gemini brings about someone into your life through your social interactions, through mutual friends, through aligned values. And this can happen quickly because Gemini rules duality. It rules about multiple perspectives. There can be more than one potential connection on your own horizon here. Or you could find yourself exploring what it means to relate more freely or playfully or non-traditionally. Now, on a professional level, Venus can really draw in new clients, new connections, new partnerships for collaborations that align with your values or your vision. This is a favorable time for signing contracts or negotiating deals or smoothing over tensions with diplomacy and grace. Remember that after Venus goes into this sign, 2 days later, Uranus, the planet of the Great Awakener, it's about change and liberation and freedom, also enters here. And so this will supercharge all of your relationships with quick and sudden shifts. Here one day, gone the next, or not here and now here. This is about breakthroughs and unexpected new dynamics. You might meet someone who radically alters your worldview, or you could have a long-standing relationship that could evolve, change, or could end. And it's not always in a negative. It's in a way that releases you and sets both of you free. This is an activation of truth and authenticity within your partnerships. Anything that's built on pretense or outdated patterns, it might begin to unravel, while these connections that are based on your mutual growth and open dialogue, they begin to deepen. Uranus, it doesn't allow us to cling to comfort zones. And when it's joined with Venus, it brings about excitement and upheaval within your most intimate connections. For you, opportunities include attracting a new love, or deepening your existing relationships, or connecting with clients or partners through communication and shared curiosity. You can reevaluate your values that surround what is partnership, what you seek, how you show up, and what it truly means to support mutual growth for both of you. You can heal past relationship wounds by exploring new ways of relating with lightness, with honesty, with harmony, and a shared vision. You can experience these faded, amazing, unexpected relationships that shift, that awaken greater freedom and truth and alignment for you. It's like a divine connection. Let this be a season for you of love that teaches rather than confines. Having Venus here is the door is opening for connections for you. Gemini reminds you that the connection should feel like exploration and not like a trap. Be curious about your own patterns within relationships. Look at what draws you in and also what repels you. What conversations have you avoided? This is a time to initiate this honest dialogue, for you to ask the deeper questions and invite your partner or potential partner into playful and heart-centered exchange. Love doesn't have to be heavy in order to be meaningful. Sometimes laughter and questions and shared wonder, it can create the strongest bonds between us. And if you're healing from past relationship wounds, Venus here can guide you gently into a new way of being with other people, one that's rooted in choice, not an obligation. With Uranus entering into this area of your life, the energy is going to become electric. This is a portal of evolution within your partnerships. The relationships that you thrive on now will be those that are built on freedom and transparency and shared growth. You might feel this inner push to liberate yourself from these old dynamics, especially those that are based on codependency or power struggles or fear of abandonment. There can be new people that now enter your life who act as catalysts for change. This is showing you what is possible within love and collaboration. Remember, this is also personal and professional. So let go of needing certainty or control, and instead look to lean into what feels alive, present, and true. Relationships, they don't have to mean sameness. It can be a dance of discovery. You are being asked to relate in ways that honor your individuality and invite intimacy. A mantra for you can be, I am open to love that expands me. I welcome connections as a mirror for my growth, freedom, and truth. So Sagittarius, thank you so much for being here. If you want more information about this transit, check out my video for the overall energy and what to expect. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. And for those of you who have subscribed and continue to support my channel, thank you so much. It is because of you and your energy that fuels my journey. So for my Capricorn friends, Sun, Moon, and Rising, you have Venus entering into the area of your life or that revolves around your daily responsibilities, your health, your routines, your work environments, your service, how you care for both your mind, your body, and your commitments. Venus is the planet of harmony and beauty and pleasure, and she's moving through a very practical area, and this is an industrious house that can bring ease and charm and lightness into your daily life. This is a time when your routine, it can feel more enjoyable, and your relationships with your coworkers, you can feel more connected, and your general approach to wellness, it becomes more inspired by curiosity and variety here. Your general approach with Venus here is you being mentally engaged in your day-to-day flow of your life to bring play, adaptability, and creativity in how you manage your time, your health, and your everyday tasks. I would expect greater enjoyment in the everyday little things, your morning rituals, your conversations at work. There could be new ways of organizing your day. You might feel drawn to beauty within your workspace, starting a new wellness habit, or reconnecting with something that makes your day-to-day life feel lighter. If your schedule has felt overly rigid or like uninspired, Venus in Gemini is going to invite you to shake things up a little bit with small, meaningful changes. This transit can bring about opportunities for you for work through your writing or communication or teaching or through networking, especially if you freelance or you have clients. Your voice, know that your voice, it holds weight or power right now. Others are likely to perceive what you say, your ideas, with more appreciation. With Venus here, it's about kindness and diplomacy at work can go a really long way. You might find yourself becoming the social glue of your team or of your environment that holds everything together. Now, just 2 days later, Venus is entering Gemini. Uranus is now going to join the party. Uranus is known as the Great Awakener. It's disruption, it's innovation. When it joins here, this pairing, it now electrifies your approach to work, to wellness, sparking spontaneous insights, changing within your job, or these radical shifts in how you care for your body and your own energy. If you have been operating on autopilot, expect to be jolted literally into a new awareness. This could look like a sudden desire to leave an unfulfilling work routine for the discovery of a new job, or looking at something that's groundbreaking for a new health technique. Remember, this is the house of alternative healthcare and healing modalities. Or this is a complete rethinking of how you serve others. Uranus here demands authenticity and freedom. And Venus, it smooths the path towards this evolution with grace and inspiration. The opportunities from this transit is about improving your daily routines by adding beauty and variety and flexibility into your work and into your wellness habits, that you can strengthen your relationships with coworkers and clients and those that you serve by communicating with warmth and clarity. You can discover new tools or methods or ideas to help make your health, your work life more enjoyable and more aligned. You can explore a creative or freelance opportunities now that are related to writing or teaching or sharing helpful knowledge. You can also look to heal perfectionism by replacing the rigidity with curiosity and compassion for your daily process. This is going to be your opportunity to turn your daily life into a ritual of self-respect and expression. Venus here, she teaches that service, it doesn't have to feel like a sacrifice. It can be a form of devotion when approached with intention and love. Let yourself redesign your days in ways that honor your needs, not just your responsibilities. If your work life has been draining or uninspiring, now's going to be the time to explore fresh ways of how you show up. Small changes, they make a big difference. Like there could be a new morning playlist or a daily walk, or it could be a few moments of journaling or choosing healthy food with intention. Gemini, it reminds us that flexibility and experimentation, those are going to be your best friends. Treat your daily schedule as something that's alive. Let it breathe, shift, let it grow with you. With Uranus now activating this house alongside of Venus, expect an awakening. You might no longer be able to tolerate systems or habits that feel soul depleting for you. Pay close attention to the nudges, the urge to move, the urge to say no, to try something new with your wellness or your workflow programs. You might experience sudden changes within your job or your relationship with colleagues as you approach stress and a work-life balance. These shifts, they can initially feel like disruptive, but they're really opening the way for greater authenticity in how you serve others and yourself. Listen to your body. Let inspiration guide your habits. And remember, efficiency isn't the same as alignment. When your work and your wellness reflect truth, everything flows with more ease and meaning. So a mantra can be, I create harmony through mindful routines. I honor my work and wellness as sacred acts of alignment. So Capricorn, thank you so much for being here. If you want more about this transit, check out my video for the overall energy and what to expect. I'd love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. To those of you who have subscribed and continue to support my channel, thank you so much. It is your energy that fuels my journey. So for my Aquarius friends, Sun, Moon, and Rising, you now have Venus entering into the area of your life that's about joy and charm, curiosity, and having this creative spark about things that inspire you. This house for you, your fifth house, it rules everything that makes you feel alive and vibrant and worth living. This includes romance and play and artistic expression, children, your own inner child, performance, pleasure. With Venus, the planet of love and beauty and desire here, this is about attraction. This is moving through, entering a season of like light-hearted inspiration and magnetic personal expression for you. Venus here wants you to flirt with life again. It calls for you to embrace your playful side, to follow what excites your heart, and for you to indulge in the pleasures that make your spirit just flutter. In the sign of Gemini, it's about becoming witty and multifaceted and very social, opening the door to new connections, flirtatious encounters, and inspired artistic or personal projects for you. Now, romantically, this is probably one of the most magical transits that you can receive. Whether you're already in love or you're just looking for someone who gets your weird and wonderful mind, with Venus and Gemini, it makes you more attractive and charming and open to fun. This is a really great time to date, to reconnect with your partner through shared adventure, to explore new forms of intimacy that's rooted in laughter and mental stimulation and creative exploration. If you have felt stuck or uninspired creatively, this transit, it opens up your mind, your heart to these fresh new ideas and joyful experimentation. This house, it also rules children and your own inner child. So this is a beautiful time for you to nurture your own joy, your play, freedom of expression within the young people that are around you or within your own self. Now remember that just 2 days later, Uranus is now going to enter here also. Now Uranus is your modern chart ruler, so very important for you to be following this, because this is a great awakening, surprise, a radical change you didn't see it coming. entering into this area of your life. This is a dramatic shift within your own personal landscape. Uranus brings like this creative rebellion, sudden romance, and electric like downloads of inspiration. You might experience spontaneous attraction to someone or a desire to start a new project that really excites your soul, or even shifts around how you express your own sexuality or the way that you approach parenting. This Venus-Uranus combination, it ignites this desire for authenticity within love and pleasure and your own personal fulfillment. You are not interested in faking joy anymore. You are ready to create it, to live it, to share it your way. Opportunities with this transit are you attracting romance or rekindling the passion through intellectual connection or humor or shared creativity. You birthing new creative projects or revisiting old ones with fresh energy and playful perspective. You reconnecting with your own inner child. What lit you up before the world told you who to be? This is like healing your own inner child. You being able to explore new forms of artistic or sexual expression that reflects your evolving truth. Look to create these joyful moments with children or with lovers or creative collaborators through spontaneousness or presence. This is going to be your cosmic permission slip to just play. Having Venus here is sacred. It's not a luxury. It's joy. It's spiritual practice. Let yourself explore what it feels like for fun and for freeing and to be alive without pressure to perform or to produce. This is not a time to take yourself too seriously. To dance, to paint, to flirt, to perform. This is about singing in the car. Whatever opens up that channel to your heart, that is the medicine for you now. In love, this is following the spark. Venus in Gemini, it loves to talk, it loves to tease, it loves to laugh, it loves to learn. Don't be afraid to show all the different sides of yourself within dating or in relationship. You are meant to be multifaceted. And if a new creative calling emerges from this, trust it, because play is the path to purpose right now. With Uranus joining Venus just 2 short days later, your creative life, your romantic worldview, it could be like struck by lightning in the best way possible. There could be sudden passion, unexpected creative breakthroughs, or these radical shifts in what brings you joy. This can feel destabilizing at first, especially if you've kept your passions private or if you've kept them down or suppressed. But this transit, it's about liberation. It's about breaking open the walls around your heart and letting your soul breathe through authentic expression. Give yourself permission to be bold, to be experimental, and to be even a little outrageous. Your genius, it lies in the unexpected. Follow what excites you, even if it just doesn't make sense. This is a time to fall in love with being alive and on your terms. A mantra can be, I follow joy as my compass. I express love, creativity, and passion with freedom and delight. So Aquarius, thank you so much for being here. If you want more about this transit, you can check out my video for the overall energy and what to expect. I'd love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. To those of you who have subscribed and continue to support my channel, thank you so much, because it is your energy that fuels my journey. So for my Pisces friends, Sun, Moon, and Rising, you now have Venus entering the bottom part of your chart. This is the heart of your chart. It's the realm of your home, family, ancestry. It's about emotional security. It's your own like inner sanctuary. This transit, it's really here to soften and to add sweetness to these relationships. It's about, where did you come from? Where do you live? And how do you nurture yourself on a deep soul level? Venus, it brings harmony and it brings pleasure and healing to this area of your life. And it does it with lightness and curiosity and communication. This is going to be a time to beautify your space, to reconnect with like family members through thoughtful dialogue, or to explore your past with fresh eyes, like looking into ancestry DNA, like wondering where you've come from. Love and connection can both blossom through the act of storytelling and nesting in and creating environments that reflect your evolving values and your voice. You might feel inspired to redecorate or to rearrange your space, or to engage in conversations with loved ones that bring this greater understanding of what is peace for you. This is a really powerful time to work with ancestral healing also, journaling about your family patterns, or speaking words to yourself that can soften the old wounds. If there's been tension at home, Venus in Gemini here helps to dissolve it through compassion within conversations. The energy, it encourages playfulness. It's how do you nurture yourself and how do you nurture others? And it's okay to explore different ways of feeling at home, whether it be through people or ideas or places. For some of you, this may even be a time of relocation or real estate decisions, especially if your current environment no longer reflects who you're becoming. This comes with the message of Uranus just 2 days later entering into this area of your life for awakening, disruption, radical liberation, freedom. When Uranus brings its energy into this house, it initiates years-long transformation of your relationship with home and roots and foundation. And so expect sudden insights or changes within your living situation. It could be shifts within family dynamics or deep breakthroughs around emotional patterns. Uranus asks, what does freedom feel like for you within your own private world? Venus, it eases the opening, and Uranus, it ensures that whatever's going to happen is not going to be superficial. This is the beginning of a deep rewiring of what home means to you, inviting you to create a foundation that is both emotionally safe and intellectually alive. The opportunities from this transit are you creating beauty and harmony within your home environment through design or rituals or just a gentle change. This is you healing family and ancestral relationships through open conversations or shared stories, and you realigning your space or your living arrangements with your values, your freedom, your growth, finding joy and creative inspiration by reconnecting with family or your roots or building your own new traditions. This is going to be a time that you're going to want to turn inward with grace. Having Venus in your home sector is not just a structure. It is a feeling, it is a rhythm, and it's a refuge for you. You are being called to reimagine your sanctuary, both emotionally and physically, inviting softness within your routines, speaking gently to yourself and to your loved ones. Let your space reflect who you are now, not who you used to be. Play with color, memory, scent, sound. These small gestures like lighting a candle or framing an old photo or having a heartfelt conversation. Venus in Gemini says that home is also a dialogue. Ask, what does my heart need in order to feel rooted, grounded, or safe? And let your own inner voice answer that. And then when Uranus moves here, expect the change to come quickly. A sudden urge to break free from the family expectations, to move to a new place, or to shift your emotional foundations in ways that you never considered before. This is like think outside the box energy. There could be unexpected events that challenge these old notions of what you thought was stability, but they are ultimately creating a new foundation that's more authentic and that's more alive for you. Don't be afraid to question your upbringing, your traditions, or even what is your concept of home. You are being invited to build a base that reflects who you really are, not who you were told to be. Look to create rituals that soothe your nervous system, even as things begin to shift. You are not losing safety. You are reclaiming freedom from within. This is your moment to create a sanctuary that evolves with you. So Pisces, a mantra can be, I nurture my soul with truth and tenderness. I create a home that honors both my roots and my freedom. So Pisces, thank you so much for being here. If you would like more about this transit, check out my video on the overall energy and what to expect. I'd love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. To those of you who have subscribed and continue to support my channel, thank you so much because it is your energy that fuels my journey.